What's up, y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This is your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, y'all. Before we get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. Also, if you got a breakdown or a prediction video you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live show. Live shows every Wednesday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live shows every Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. And then you can also catch me live every Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's get to the video, man. David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant must happen, bro. It must happen. David Benavidez then came out, and his pops, Jose Benavidez Sr., came out and said that Caleb Plant declined their offer to fight in September and basically accusing Caleb Plant of ducking, right? Caleb Plant comes back and he says, look, bro, he had a fight signed before me, then I get a fight signed, then he says some cap, and y'all believe it. When are y'all going to learn that I don't have to hide or lie about anything? I haven't proved my character yet. So while in camp for one fight, his team is already negotiating for the next one, question mark, with laughing emojis. So a couple of things. On the Caleb Plant tip, I disagree about you negotiating a fight when you already in camp. Like, we seen Canelo do it. Canelo already knew he was fighting Billy Joe Saunders while he was fighting Avni Yildirim or Callum Smith or somebody. Like, we already knew what was coming. He already had the shit negotiated. So it can be done where fighters will look ahead and already plot their next move. You know, 2-fight deals happen all the time in boxing where, hey, if you beat this guy, we have a rematch for a 2-fight deal. Or if you beat this guy, you fight this guy next on a 2-fight deal or a 3-fight deal. We already got Canelo's opponents for a 3-fight deal, and we don't even know if he gonna beat Bivol and Triple G. But we already know that if he do, it's going to be like John Ryder or Laguna Beach Macadamia Nut or some shit. So it can be done. But the part about fights being signed, I kind of agree with that. Because, see, all of these guys, Caleb Plant, David Benavidez, they with the PBC. So they know what's going on. And so I find it odd that you going to accuse Caleb Plant of ducking when you already got a fight with David Lemieux. And then the moment you accuse him of ducking, it's an announcement that Caleb Plant about to fight Darrell, bro. He about to fight Darrell next. So, I just, like, you know that shit is signed. But what I do think, this fight has to happen. They've been going at it far too long. It's still some video surfaces somewhere where the two camps got into it. Jose Benavidez tried to get into it with Caleb Plant and his coach and shit. And Dave Benavidez standing there looking aloof and looking like he don't know what the hell going on. He was much younger at the time, but this is a rivalry that's been brewing for a long ass time. And I'm telling y'all, this is a fight that must happen because it serves so many purposes. Like, if you Caleb Plant and you come back and you beat David Benavidez, then shit, bro, like, you automatically let people know, look, I need a rematch with Canelo. Other than him, I'm the man down here at 168. I need my get back, because if I do some things differently, if I make sure my conditioning is on point, if I'm more aggressive in the beginning of the fight and sit down on my punches more, I felt like I was boxing well enough to not only be competitive, I can win. You know what I'm saying? If you David Benavidez and the goal is Canelo, because let's keep it real, all these guys' goals at 168, 160, 175, all their goals is to get the Canelo fight. That's why we always talk from that perspective, because that's what the fighters are thinking. So if you David Benavidez and your goal is to get Canelo, what I always tell y'all, get that common opponent. Get in there with Caleb Plant, beat his ass worse than Canelo beat his ass. Then you tell the world and you tell Canelo, I beat his ass worse than you did. You had a tougher time with him than I did, and you a fool for me too. What's popping? Like, you... That's how you get big fights and you build your own legacy. And then furthermore, before Canelo was even in 168 pounds, these two, as the top guys, number one, they should have been fought instead of waiting on Canelo. Like, this could have been a unification fight at a certain point in time when Caleb Plant held the IBF and David Benavidez held the WBC. That's when they should have been trying to get this smoke. But since they didn't, now is a better time than any because they are two of the biggest names at 168 pounds. If you really think about it, who you got down there that's more popular? Caleb Plant, coming off of his fight with Canelo, his fan base and his star power has grown. You got David Benavidez, the Mexican fan base, Mexican-American fan base, the Tejanos, they rock with David Benavidez. So it's going to be a big fight. And if it's not Canelo Alvarez, guys that are currently fighting at 168, it's the most lucrative fight at 168. And it's an in-house fight, as both of these fighters are PBC fighters. So it seemed like a no-brainer to me. The bad blood is there. The press conferences going to be off the chain. Let's see if Caleb Plant keep that same energy and try to slap the shit out of David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? And it's the best way to settle feuds in boxing. Like, why y'all got to keep going back and forth on Twitter? I seen Caleb Plant talking about he slapped the shit out of Jose Benavidez and Dave Benavidez ain't do shit. Basically, like, that's cool, bro. Like, y'all can fight for real and get paid millions to do it. So, and I feel like Caleb Plant getting a fight before going from Canelo, having almost a year off, and then going directly to David Benavidez, I feel like that's a good thing. Because if you David Benavidez, you don't want detractors and you don't want haters to be like, well, shit, he was never the same after Canelo. You beat a busted up Caleb Plant. You beat a Caleb Plant that wasn't hungry anymore. That ain't nothing. Like, you know what people are going to do that don't rock with David Benavidez. So if you David Benavidez, I would want him, like, go ahead while I'm doing my shit with Lemieux. They saying that the fight is signed, so since the fight is already signed between Caleb Plant and Darrell, that means we're going to get it sometime in the summer. You David Benavidez, you handle your shit in the summer. Let Caleb Plant handle his shit in the summer. Y'all meet up later on this year. You should want Caleb Plant get his confidence back, right? Let him get a common opponent with you, Darrell. Maybe he schools Darrell and Darrell ain't able to get as many rounds off on him as he got on you. And then boom, now y'all got the whole rivalry thing going. I beat Darrell ass worse than you. Oh, but I stopped him. Oh, but I schooled him, and I'ma school you, and I'ma slap the shit out your brother again. That's the shit that's gonna make the fight pop. But this talk of Caleb Plant ducking David Benavidez, I think guys get misconstrued with what a duck is. Like, how can you duck somebody if y'all both already got a fight signed? How can you duck somebody? And David Benavidez's fight was signed first. Explain that shit to me. How can you duck someone? How can you duck someone if they already got a fight? If he already fighting David Lemieux, how can Caleb Plant be ducking him? And now they both got signed fights, so they both need to handle their business. They both need to handle their business and then meet up at the end of the year. This fight got to happen. I feel like they 2022s should be booked. I feel like they 2022s should be booked. They both got these fights in the summer, and then they need to fight each other at the end of the year. That's it. That's all. That's all we need to see in boxing. Maybe they can fight for like a mandatory and shit. Like, I don't know. Let me see where I know Benavidez got to be #1 in the WBC ranking. Let's see where we got them ranked. Let's see what they got going on, man. Make this shit, you know, the winner puts in position to fight Canelo. Yeah, David Benavidez, #1 in the WBC. Caleb Plant is #5. You can make that a WBC title eliminator. To be honest, if we keeping it a buck, why can't that be a title eliminator? Or you know what? You make Caleb Plant versus Caleb Plant is #4 in the WBA, right? Anthony Darrell is #5. Why don't y'all make that an eliminator to make the winner fight David Morrell? And then Caleb Plant or the winner of Caleb Plant and Anthony Darrell fights David Benavidez, and then they can have some sort of quasi unification between Morrell and the winner of all that shit between the WBC and the WBA. What I'm saying is there's a lot of room, there's a lot of options, there's a lot of fights that can be made with this shit, man. There's a lot of things that could be made with this shit, but most importantly, Caleb Plant is #5 in the WBC rankings. So I think the best thing to do, Caleb Plant, if he beats Anthony Darrell, who's #6 in the WBC rankings, David Benavidez beats David Lemieux, who's #2 in the WBC rankings. Then the two winners of those fights, they fight each other and for the right to be ordered to face Canelo. Sounds like a plan to me. But I ain't gonna call Caleb Plant no duck. Like, you can't call that man a duck when Dave Benavidez already got a fight. When he already got a fight. And Caleb Plant already got a fight. But what you can say is the two should meet this year if they both take care of business, and I think that's a great idea. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Comment down below, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications, and go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. And if you got a breakdown or a prediction you want me to do, knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. I appreciate everybody watching the video. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, we out of here. Peace, y'all.